And we are live. Hello, everyone.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Texas Turf Talk Live, man. We are back with another week. We told y'all it was gonna be back better than ever. You saw the the artwork. We're gonna talk about the offenses this go around. Go on and explain what we're gonna be doing today, man.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about who has the better offense. You got Dak Prescott and leading the Dallas offense. You got CJ Stroud leading Texan offense. Some new acquisitions on the Texans, so that should be definitely fun to see. And then we're gonna compare the divisions. AFC South. I know PFF said something interesting about the division, so we'll look into that. And his division, NFC East, which is the most scrutinized, talked about, and most interesting division usually. So we're gonna see who had the better division. And if you're liking the content and you want to keep it up, as you want us to keep it up, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, JM Sports Factory Loose Takes. We'll keep coming with them. Football season coming soon, so hey, jump on ship now.
Right, we are in the dog days. Not much going on. Still able to milk the Cowboys. We still got some news we got going on. Signings. They saying they're close to signing Dak, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I mean, we still got stuff to talk about though. Still got trash to talk. Still got all the above. It never stops here.
Yeah, and hey, I'm ready for it. So you want to break it down? Hey, I want you to okay. So this is what I'm asking you. Break down your offense. I know your offense. It's interesting because you got that one. You got the elite receiver. You got Dak. Your offensive line. You've hyped up your offensive line a good amount. You got that new guy Tyler Guyton, right? Um, what's the skill positions look like on your team? Let me ask you that.
Uh, it's it's really front ended. It's top heavy, if that's a term. Obviously we got the head man Dak four coming off the MVP season.
MVP
Um,
season? I feel
then
it.
you go to the receivers. It's literally CD and then like wide receiver two. Oh, you can say Brandon Cooks, but I don't view him as that anymore. And then we got Jalen Brooks, Jalen Tolbert, two Jalen's. We're gonna see who's gonna be fighting for that. That's gonna be a battle. Oh, I forgot my guy Jake Ferguson at the tight end. Very underrated, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Running back, ill. we got a committee going on. So I just made a video on that. I talked about how Rico Dowdle is going to be the key to that because of all the running backs we have on the depth chart, he's the one who has the most skills. Only thing hindering him back, he's got the injury plot, big injury plot. I mean, I just need him to put it together for one season, hold out this season. But we got Zeke, everyone, half and half. To me, he's only gonna give it to you in spurts. I'm gonna be real. You got Deuce Vaughn. I love him coming out of Kansas State. Only thing is he's small. If he can get stronger, maybe he can surprise us. Then you got Royce Freeman. He's just like Zeke. He's in those later years of his career. So what can he give you there? So yeah, I mean it's a merry-go-round with the running back situation, but all in all, this offense is maybe poised to have another top 10 year like last year. So, but will it carry? We'll see. Can we find it? The key is to find another wide receiver too.
Yeah, I hear that. Um, and if you're a Texan fan, you should be hyped. The skill position looking good this year. Obviously, we have to see. Thing about me when I talk about this team is that our plot isn't very good. Hasn't been good for years. So, when I talk about them, I don't get too hyped all the time because I know bad things tend to happen. But looking at how the team's built, I know the only thing like Stephon Diggs, he's the guy that has it's the me mentality type of thing. But I'm hoping that this culture can obviously he's not going to change his full personality, but at least adjust some of it because, we got Nico Collins, you got Tank Dell. Let me see. What's up, my man? What's up? We got Tank Dell. We got, Dalton Schultz. We have a good amount of talent on the offense. So it's really, like to me, CJ is the type of guy like there's no number one receiver. Number one receiver is who's open. Like all that matters is who is the open guy, and that's how I want my football. That's why I didn't like no the stereotypical number one guy because they can turn the divas and then they ruin the whole freaking chemistry of the team. But that's dope. Joe Mixon on the team. Damian Pierce is the backup running back. He was supposed to be like the breakout guy, but then now he's the backup. But he's really good on special teams. I went to the game last year when we played Cleveland, and we were awful. But he had that kickoff touchdown and hyped up the crowd. Then we couldn't win the game, but that showed me, hey, my man still has a very big use in special teams, so that's good. So like tight end position looking good. Brevin Jordan is the backup tight end. He's the guy who's a breakout candidate. He had that 70-yard touchdown. He had it like in the playoffs. He had like 70-yard touchdown in the playoffs. We drafted a guy from Ohio State, Cade Stover, I believe, also another tight end. So we have a deep tight end room. We got a deep receiving room, running back room deep. Offensive line, obviously our tackles are pretty good. We have to our guard spot has to be more solidified there. If we get that solidified, it's a center. I think last year the center was pretty good. But if we get the guard spot solidified, I think we can get lit. We need to get lit because this schedule hard. So, so we need to make sure we have as much talent as possible and as much depth as possible. But I think our skill position, I think, really dope. It's just hoping CJ keeps taking that progression forward. Because, yeah, I'll tell you before you go. There's one more thing I'll tell you. This is the reason why. If you're a Texan fan, you stay with me because this is something. I remember Matt Schaub. Do you remember Matt Schaub, Lewis?
Yep.
Schaub? Okay, yep. So Matt Schaub back in the day, 2012, we were balling, right? And then we fell off at the end. Patriots beat us. Cool. But we gave Matt Schaub some good talent. Similar, we give CJ talent. CJ got more potential, more hype than Matt. But when Matt Schaub was on the team, we gave him two good receivers. We drafted Hopkins, Jonathan and Hopkins, right?
Right.
We had two good running backs, Arian Foster and Ben Tate. Remember him? We had two good tight ends, Owen Daniels. I don't know if you remember Owen Daniels, but Owen Daniels. And then we had he won a Super Bowl for Denver. So Jared, you would know this is. And Garrett Graham, who's a pretty good tight end. Offensive line was good. We had 3 Pro Bowlers on that offensive line from the year before. He fell off a freaking cliff. That next 2013, he set an NFL record for pick sixes. You may remember that. Pick six.
Oh my God. That's bad.
4 straight seasons with pick sixes. It was atrocious. And we gave him all that talent. CJ, I know you got better talent than that. Let's get it, CJ. You had one of the best rookie seasons of all time. So it's up to him. If he has a better year 2, or even if he stagnates a little bit, the talent can carry. And that's important because we need that. Texans are just better, period. Hey, look, I know Lewis don't like that because he's an Eagles fan too.
That's crazy. Let me just talk about because I forgot to mention my O-line. Because you did talk about it. We did get the new left tackle. Honestly, I'm kind of glad we got rid of Tyron Smith. Too long. He was my favorite Cowboy for a long time, but injuries caught up to him. He was always hurt, and it got to a point when he practiced, he couldn't even put pads on. He only had to go out there in shirts and t-shirts and a helmet because they were afraid he was going to be. He was that fragile. It was literally fingers crossed every week, and I didn't want that on my offensive line, and it showed. Because he was good at pass blocking, but in run blocking, he was one of the reasons why we struggled. Tyler Biadasz is gone. He's gone with the mustache man, the bald head over there in Washington. He left us. I'm so glad he's gone. He was such a bad center. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he's undersized. He was barely 300 pounds. And as an O-lineman, I hate light O-linemen, especially if you're not strong. Because all you got to do is get tossed in there because the guys you're going up against are 330, 315, and they're, solid muscle. So that's never a good thing. What gets me excited is the guy Tyler Guyton. Everyone is, if you don't know, I don't want to be disrespectful. You don't know if you don't know ball, you probably don't understand him. I knew he was gonna be. He's a typical Dallas Cowboy guy, raw prospect coming in. Athletic, got the big frame, and just naturally strong. And if you know about the Cowboys when they take linemen in the first round, always believe them. Always believe them. I mean, they proved me right when they got the Tyler Smith situation because when we originally got him, I was one of the people like, he had all those holding calls, and now you saw last year he had an all-pro season. So and the year before that he was good. So just trust the process. I'm really excited for Cooper Beebe, even though they're saying he may not get the job. They don't want to start 2 rookies. I don't know. Because it's a lot. This season is different because your head coach is not under contract. So he's not going to be listening to Jerry. Even though Jerry wants to pull that politic, Jerry hasn't helped him out this offseason, and his job is on the line. So I think he's going to coach beyond his mind, doing some regular things. He's already taking shots, some subliminal shots at Jerry about like how he's not getting help here and there. So I
Hey,
don't believe politics is going to really play a part this year. It is, but I just feel like I'm to the point where, look, I'm going to lose my job anyway, and I'm coaching for the next team. Worst case scenario. And yeah, so they're gonna be, and you're gonna be able to use like, look, man, look at the stuff I have to use. But yeah, I'm excited for this offensive line because and this may be Zach Martin's last year. That's sad. Because
that's a yeah. He's
yeah,
Let me ask you. You think he 'cause when he started, he was that guy. You think he's a Hall of Fame level player?
oh yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Fame level player.
He definitely
Because
is he like all pro every year or something like that?
yeah, he was like all pro every year. He's one of those guys. Like, so I mean, he doesn't have the. I mean, other positions don't matter about the championships and everything like that, but he was consistent best guard almost every year he was there. So when he said Dallas,
And
and
Buffalo. I can see Buffalo missing. I can see Buffalo missing. I can
Paul
see Dallas.
Seattle make. I mean, Seattle
Uh,
can make it. Oh, you see why? Wait, why you see Buffalo missing it?
because Buffalo, I don't know. I know Stephon Diggs ain't as important, but like who they replaced with him with? They got a rookie, right?
Keon Coleman.
And I know he dope, but at the same time, I feel a little regression there. And the AFC is very competitive. I feel there's a little regression. I think the
Check this
Jets
out though, but
Jets may take your spot.
oh, okay. Well, with the division.
Yeah.
Got the Dolphins, got the Jets, Patriots. Patriots is an automatic ugh.
Nah,
But
the Dolphins and
I know
the
you're
Jets. I think the
saying,
Jets gonna be there.
I know you're like, I know because you're on the other side of the trade, and you're seeing that they don't have a number one. I would argue they didn't have a number one last year. I mean, he was there for effect, but as a production wise, if you remember, it was a winning point in the playoffs, like the road they had from the last game. I think like Diggs only had like 1, 2 catches and like all the games combined for like 12 yards, or it was like average on average. So it was a shift. It was a shift, especially when they played us. They mollywalked us like 30.
As that run
But
game.
even though they may not have the number one, they have the run game to be sustainable. That's my only thing. Do not count out Buffalo just yet. And they have Josh Allen. I may give him slack. It's only because I put him under that Dak light. I just judge everyone like everyone judges Dak, and I may get on him like that. But he's still like the second, the third best quarterback in the league, so he should be able to somewhat overcome this. Oh, we getting a lot of super chats. It was good.
I'll tell you this though. I know when you said remember Stephon Diggs, like on my team, like I said, I don't need a number one receiver. That's like I don't need that.
You do. Like you say now, you say that now, but schematically, when it gets in the playoffs, you need a guy that's going to be able to command 2 sets of eyes. Like,
I hear what you're saying. This is what I mean. Mm-hmm. I'm saying like everyone needs a number one receiver. I think Nico was developing into a very premier receiver.
Right.
And Stephon Diggs added to the team. And then Tank Dell, who has a lot of, I think he played 10 games.
Yeah.
700 yards in 10 games as a rookie. That's outstanding. There's 7 more games that could be played. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about 1,200, 1,300 yards right there. So there's actually 3 people that could be the number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know maybe there's like roles and stuff. Like, you need
I think,
but I don't know.
And then chat will agree with me. Like, being the number one receiver is like more than stats. It's the effect. It's the effect that you have on the opposing D coordinator, especially going into the playoffs. No, don't skim over these super chats with these chats because I want to see.
Okay, so looking at this Seattle. Okay, so let me ask you, Lewis, to like get all this together. Who's gonna be better next year? Seattle, Buffalo, or the Chargers? Because that's the 3 that I'm seeing that they're talking about. Who's gonna be better? Seattle Buffalo, or the Chargers?
That's a very good. Seattle, Buffalo, or the Chargers. Who is Seattle? What did Seattle do in the draft?
Wow, no, this is argument. They got a 3-man receiver, Kenneth Walker, running back's a beast, and best.
Okay. No, that's a very good argument. He got a very good argument in that, and I forgot they do have, like, they got DK, Wait, who's the threesome? Who's the third? Go back. Lennon Marley. I'm blanking. I know y'all got old boy from was he the Ohio State? Who's the third receiver?
Yeah, he got to tell you. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but I
Never played with
believe
Tank
he's
Dell.
never
You're
played.
right.
Nico
You're
Collins.
right. But he what's my man? He had a old boy from Minnesota, Adam Thielen, but that's not.
Yeah,
Adam
yeah.
Thielen good. Adam Thielen good, but he not the 9-1. I don't want to be the 9-1 Oilers. I know them boys. I don't want that because that wasn't a good plot. They plot was awful. I
No,
think
no,
that's
no.
at the worst choke job in history too. I don't want that.
No, no, I did get on you about your number one, but here's one thing I think y'all need to it's y'all run game. Will y'all run game be better this year, or is it gonna be just another year?
I think it's gonna be better.
I mean, with Joe Mixon, why did Cincinnati get off of Joe Mixon?
Probably I would assume because of expense and obviously getting older. Running backs are more easily disposable, but I'd say the key is the blocking, right? I think the blocking last year for the run game was a big weakness for us. I think Kenyon Green's the guy we drafted in the first round, and his pass blocking is terrible, but I think he's a pretty good run blocker. We'll see. I want him to be good at both, so I need and he needs to be healthy. He's a first one. He was one of the first Cleveland pick, I think. I think he's the first pick we used for out of Cleveland's picks we got. I need him to develop into that, like to a good player for us. So, because he's the only player that we picked in the first round off of the Cleveland trade that hasn't. We had Stingley, Stroud, and Anderson. And then you got you. We can't let you be the guy outside, bro. You gotta let's get lit, bro. He said Nico Collins is a poor man.
Oh, Lockett. Forgot about Tyler Lockett. I'm tripping. I thought he was. You're right. Hey, I think Seattle is the better. Going back, I think Seattle is the better team. The Chargers going to be rebuilding, getting and then who's Buffalo? Buffalo's a question.
Ooh, we gonna talk about you.
Hey, no. Hey, Josh, hey, no, because he don't believe me. I told him don't, because he think he finna watch the AFC South. He think they finna win, and I said, man, it's some teams in there you shouldn't sleep on because
we don't get to that. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, the defenses. First of all, when it comes to good defenses, I told you, CJ Stroud failed my test last year when it came to playing against
that test.
I told
we faced the best defense in the league in the playoffs and send them down.
I'm talking about versus the Jets. A run game is gonna be needed in games like that.
He said, stop all that.
That's crazy.
He said, stop all that.
Okay.
Stop all that talk.
Dak is top 7, so he ain't trash. Burrow's gonna lead the league in passing yards. He gotta stay healthy. Definitely gotta stay healthy.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta stay healthy.
He can do that though. He got the.
He can, but I think they're gonna get rid of. I mean, the receiving talent, and they're trying to trade the number 2, T. Higgins. So, will that change anything?
Let me share this real quick. And Joshua, and you a co-fan. Let me share this real quick. I got to share this with you. Tell me if you agree with this. Hopefully you can see it as well. But
let me zoom in on this.
And if you can't, I'm gonna just tell you. They said the best quarterback, the perfect AFC South team, best quarterback CJ Stroud. The running back unit will go to the Colts. Okay. The receiving core got to be the Texans. You got the best offensive line, defensive line. That's interesting. We'll have to. That's interesting. You have to tell me why. I think your interior defense is good, but I don't know if you're like.
I thought the Titans' interior was better, but this is me.
Jacksonville best linebackers and Tennessee best secondary. What is Tennessee besides the person they just signed? What does Tennessee have?
Oh, they had some dogs. I think they took Awuzie from the Bengals. They just signed Jamal Adams. I mean, he's not nothing already, but like I was saying, they have a defense, and you need to start paying attention to Tennessee because they've been poaching from teams and out paying them with all that cap money they was having, and then slowly but surely, I think they're a quarterback away from being like a legit threat.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah, like a sneaky dark horse. I mean, I don't know about Will Levis. He's literally wishy-washy.
Now I'll tell you this. This is what I think about. Let me see what you guys say. Colts only team in the league with 3 players at least 8 sacks last year. Ooh, I'm not. That must be like they them no name guys. They're the no name. Who the heck?
But they got a solid defense though. I mean, it may be, but like it's a scheme for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Colts.
I'm really interested to see what Anthony Richardson does, bro, for a full season. I'm very interested. I think I'm very interested.
Ain't nobody could Trevor breakout year.
They drafted Latu.
Talking about breakout.
The Colts got my gosh, and they got Latu.
They going to the
from
Super
UCLA.
Bowl.
I did not. I forgot about that. Oh my god. No, he's cooking. No, look. CJ Stroud may be cooked.
Stop.
He may be cooked.
I'll tell you this, and Josh, I'm gonna tell you this. I respect the Colts. I believe the Colts will be a good team. They compete. I think you may think I'm like winning the AFC South by like 10 games. Something. I think the AFC South will be competitive. They're gonna make me sweat. I believe the Texans win the AFC South, but I believe they're gonna win by like 1 or 2 games. I think the Colts, and he said weak weapon Colts. No, what they got? They got my man.
No. Anyway, do not sleep on the weapons of the Colts. I'm being so dead at. Because they just got AD Mitchell. They already have Michael Pittman. I'm blanking on their third receiver. But do not sleep.
We'll talk. Wait, because he said we're beating the brakes. You beating that's week 2. Go to week 17. I know Anthony Richardson play, but Anthony Richardson got to stay healthy because that's important.
That's very important. That's very important.
So because he can't stay healthy, we ain't talking about nothing. There ain't nothing to talk about. You just talking about ifs and ands. In week 17, hey, say it should be fun though. It should be a fun year for the AFC South, babe.
And they got Latu. Like I did a when I was doing my draft eval for the Cowboys, I was saying that's one of the guys. He's definitely gonna come in and have double-digit sacks as a rookie. Only thing with him is also the injury plot. He gotta get over them injuries. That's the only thing.
You said Gardner Minshew took y'all. He did a great job, and he was also beating the brakes off us at the end there too. In that week 2 game, it didn't stop. He was killing us too. So I counted all that. All the information got counted to see what happened in week 17. All that counted. So they ain't no like, oh, they didn't count. But because we're gonna do this, we're not gonna be on like we were on last week. So Lewis, I want you to talk about your team, like your division, the NFC East. I think there's also a PFF graphic, so you pull that up and
pull up that bum ass graphic. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see if I can find it. If you don't have it, let's see. Because they picked who they picked to be the best quarterback. You tell me.
The running back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no! Look, okay, they got a better one for you. They got one better for you, bro. I got you. Look, they updated it. We good. We here for you. We here for you, bro. Make you happy. Let me share my screen.
He's pleased.
Okay, look. See, best quarterback they gave to Dak Prescott, the Cowboys. Running back gave to Philadelphia. Receiver Corey gave to Philadelphia. Offensive line gave to Philadelphia. Philadelphia gonna run the league. Boy, they got 4 straight. They gonna win this division. Huh? Linebackers go to New York, and y'all got the best secondary.
And I'm supposed to take excuses from when they get bounced in the first round by the Bucks. I swear to God, they got the perfect team. He said he's such a great quarterback. Look at all these consensus great position groups. How much more help does he need? Oh, I can't wait till he gets in that back part of his contract when he gets 60 M's. Because now, offensive line is a question mark. Like they really think the offensive line finna still be better after losing a Hall of Fame center. And as someone who lost he was in, when you say Hall of Fame, Cowboys Hall of Fame, but he was better than Jason Kelce when he did play. Travis Frederick, when we lost him, when we went to Tyler Biotics, complete different. Reclaiming the East. With Kellen Moore as your coordinator?
Well, let me. Before you go, I gotta see this. The Texans. He did. He played really well.
He did. Where is he at now? Is he in the Raiders?
He on the Raiders, yeah. Someone who watched Mitchell play every week, he wasn't that good. And he was good when he played us in that week, too. And I know you counted that. And Nico went for 200. Yeah, he had probably like 180. I remember the first play. And the first play, if you watch that game, CJ throw it deep to Nico, touchdown. I said, we getting lit. That man was ready to get lit. I was like, hey, it's going to be fun. Week 1, and Josh, subscribe to the channel. Week 1, we going to be talking, bro. Because we play our week 1. So week 1,
subscribe, Josh, because we also, for everyone in here, we got a second podcast where we talk about all the NFL. We get a deep dive. We got fan bases from people from different fan bases, and we just get in there and we talk our smack.
Denver, Cleveland, New York,
toxic, all of that. Like, yeah. So for real, he said the Eagles lose to the Bucks. Like y'all lost to the Bucks though. At least lost to Jordan Love. Like, come on now. Y'all ain't like
Alex. What's up, man? Alex. my man. Alex. What's up, man?
Alex, we beat y'all. We beat y'all, bro. I'm predicting we're gonna regress this season, but one thing for sure, we're gonna definitely smack y'all. And we should have swept y'all. Are you a Niners fan?
Yeah, so you gotta relax. That's not
Oh,
working. That's not working. You gotta relax.
teaming ain't working. I told you that losing organization they are, man. Don't bring Super Bowl appearances. Y'all been appearing in Super Bowls since Kingdom Come. Ain't one out of one. Like who's the NBA equivalent of that? Who gets to the big
It was the Celtics until they just won this.
or the Heat.
And then yeah, and
The
then
Heat recently, yeah. Dak threw picks. Like,
that man said, he told me to start cooking. That man said he start cooking.
can't spell lose without the Niners. I
There
know
you go.
that's
That's a good spelling bee.
hey,
That's a good spelling bee.
hey, subscribe. I can't wait till y'all pay Brock Purdy. It's already happening. Y'all finna trade one of these receivers. It's gonna plummet. It's gonna be y'all gonna fall flat in y'all face like y'all always do. It's okay though. Dak needs to be better. He coming off an MVP season.
He not MVP though.
Coming off an MVP season.
Okay. Dak needs to be better yet. Oh yeah, once D'Amico sees your offense twice. Yeah, but he's smart though. Look, I'll tell you, I took the 49ers because the 49ers are a great organization. They just ain't got no plot when they face the main character. That's fine. That's like Utah versus Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like you great until you end. But I tell you, I did with the Patriots. I was taking all the Patriots players under the Bill O'Brien regime. It was awful. The Patriots coaches players, it was awful. It was Tom Brady. All of them were all on Tom Brady. That's how I came to the conclusion that it was straight Tom Brady because nothing happened. It was all terrible. But from the 49ers, so let me take 49ers talent, 49ers coaches. And the first year we do that, we went from the worst team in the league to a playoff team. So I'm gonna tell you, that's good. Let's keep doing that, bro. That's who you try to poach off of them.
Difference is, Gavin, between the Niners and the Cowboys is y'all try to win. Y'all make moves to try to win and y'all still fall flat in y'all face. Don't convince me you don't. You got that Hall of Fame roster over there with all of them all pros and you trying to convince me that quarterback is just better than every other quarterback, but everyone else is a consensus. If we switch quarterbacks out and keep that same roster y'all have over there, they win. Why did Kyle Shanahan in the Super Bowl over here have a damn aneurysm when having on the coin flip wanting to get the ball first or second? Like, why did he get the ball first? Why did he not open up the playbook? Why y'all only throw screens for touchdowns all year long and want to count it as passing yards and want to prop him up on this MVP vote when he got another MVP on his team that was a true MVP in Christian McCaffrey? Well, y'all do this every time, and it's mind-boggling to me that y'all don't see it. But it's okay though. When it's time for pay Brock that market value, and you ain't gonna be able to afford nobody else on that team, and you gonna see how average he is. I ain't gonna say he sucked. He's just average to me. He's average. That's all. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll answer Brandon. I know Lewis he be thinking that, or he wants that at least. I know John wants that. John would be happy as life if that. I don't think Stroud's gonna have a sophomore slump. But if he has, what I like though is that there's more talent around him. So if he does have any bad games or a slow start, they can carry the defense and the running game. But he's getting more control. I know my man Bobby Slowick having a second year with the same offensive coordinator is very important because you get to understand the offensive board. Like if he switch, I didn't want him switching OCs. Obviously, it's the same. Like it could be same offensive system, but it's like different play callers that could muddy some stuff up. But having the same offensive coordinator, having that chemistry, I don't think he's gonna survive another year. I think we got lucky for this year, but I don't know if he'll survive another one. But I think having him is definitely going to help him a lot. And CJ, the reason why I like CJ against the sophomore slump, and he could have one, it's possible, is because like the things he was good at are like with veterans, like 5-10 year veterans. I could tell if someone's like kind of fluky. Like I know you like Jalen Hurts, he cooked Jalen Hurts the running back. You could tell some things are fluky-ish with it, right? Like, can that be sustainable to the next year? But with CJ and his, ability to throw into anticipation, his accuracy, the things, is able to, like, those are things. He obviously has weaknesses, and hopefully he fixes those weaknesses, right? Because, it's natural, his rookie year. But he looked like a 5-year vet. Like, if I showed you this is a rookie, like, you just watch CJ Stroud, you would think he'd been in the league 3 to 5 years. That's not no rookie. So, yeah.
I really hope he's good for y'all's sake because he been in a lot of limelight this off season.
I know, get the market up.
They finna smack expectations on him, so that's the next step for him. Like when he gets these expectations slapped on him, how would he respond? Because everyone doesn't respond well when they have expectations, set up on them. They tend to fold. or like when you catch everyone off guard because you're a rookie, no one has film on you. Let what what would it look like after seeing how he looked versus the Ravens and seeing somebody try to replicate that during the season 17 times? So that's going to be very interesting as well.
They can try, and yeah, he is a smart. They try to cook him with the remember that the score he had for college, or when he gets in the NFL, it was like I forgot what the grade was. It was like the lowest out of everyone, and that's why he was supposed to drop. I was like, that's stupid. I need a quarterback. You go back to that video. I said, if they don't pick CJ Stroud, there'll be a mutiny in this B. You can finish it. I'll be pissed. Luckily, they listen to me because I know good stuff. What you were saying just now, Baltimore, like I know Baltimore is their defense was so great. It was on like an historic pace. I know they're a good defense in the NFL. We're gonna face a good defense this year, but it's like I said, it's about that personnel. Do they have? They can try a lot of things, but we upgraded as well. If we stayed stagnant, then
I think the Titans can replicate it. The Colts probably.
we'll see.
Well, I don't know. I don't know much about the Colts DBs, but I know their front seven can. As far as pressure. But I know the Titans, they got a secondary to keep up for sure, and the interior.
They have to keep up with all the weapons. Can they guard all those people?
Yeah, I mean they got multiple DBs, and
they can guard Nico, Stephon, Tank, Dalton, all them boys. Yeah. Somebody going. That's the beautiful thing. Somebody going. Like they can guard somebody, but I don't know they guard everybody. That's why you get that depth. But hey, look, I respect the Titans. I respect teams in my division. I'm not like because I know y'all don't be respecting y'all teams, y'all division.
I respect. Nah, yeah. I'm calling it now. I think Washington's going to be a lot better than what people are saying. Like I don't think we're going to sweep Washington this year. The Giants. You know how I feel. Like we're gonna sweep them again. Like it's Eagles. You keep effing around. Like if it really looks ugly in the beginning, I really think we will sweep them. I'm just being because we should have swept them last year. That's how I felt. Like that call in the end, the plot when he stepped out. Like I feel like we should have swept them, and then how it was easy the second go around. That's how I felt. Like we just had a number. Like Dak has. Everybody in the division's number. Like that's not my goal to beat them. Like my goal is to outside of the division, legit. Like I told you, we got 2 games. I got 2 games scheduled on this. I bumped the whole season. It's the Niners and the Ravens. If y'all can't prove me or fight in them 2 games, like I'm off the train. Like as a hardcore fan, because it's going to be the same thing in the playoffs. But if not, if you show me something. I may look at the Kool-Aid, but this we can smack on some average. Don't let a team be the same, rankings as we'll smack on them. On the average team, below average, we'll blow them out the water. It's the great playoff teams, but yeah.
I mean, I feel that. Before anything, y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel. Everyone here, if you're on it. We're gonna do this. We'll be consistent here. Don't you worry.
Yeah. This is fun.
I know. So make sure to like the video. Helps the algorithm push it forward so we can talk to more Texans and Cowboys fans, have a whole community of people talking. Don't have to just be Texans and Cowboys fan. Hey, my man Josh, you a Colts fan. We gonna be in touch. You're in my division, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, JM Sports Factory. If you're Eagles fan, it don't matter what you are. Just subscribe to us, and we'll bring out more content for you. I want to ask this. This probably be our last big segment here. We had Dak versus CJ, but before we get to that, I want the chat. Tell me who you prefer. Like if you had a player right now, who you prefer, Dak or CJ? And number 2, the question for Lewis. So the question for the chat, who's picking Dak or CJ? Question for Lewis, where is Dak when it comes to the NFC quarterbacks? Is he number 1? Do you think is there a quarterback better in the NFC? Like where does he rank to you, the NFC quarterbacks?
Is he gonna pop in next time? Yeah, I think Shane's I can really miss. Let's
just be happy. Neither. Hey, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna talk. Let me not talk about that.
Don't do that because the energy coming. Because I really feel bad for Carolina. I really do.
We'll see. But so y'all answer that question, chat. And Lewis, where is that compared to the quarterbacks in your conference?
He's number 1. He's the best quarterback in the NFC.
So he's better than Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, he's better than Matthew Stafford. Like
Why he
I
better than Stafford?
because like Matthew Stafford, yeah, he got the tools. Like he has the arm talent, the arm power, but Matthew Stafford, like he had that 1 year and his team was stacked. I mean, we go back to that year. I respect him, and he also has a great offensive coordinator behind him. But there's things that I know that Dak does better than a lot of quarterbacks. Why I give Dak so much respect. A lot of y'all favorite quarterbacks are not as cerebral as Dak when it comes to commanding an offense.
Here we go. Yeah.
Here we go. The cadence. I talk about that. The cadence, the meaning behind it. It's not just annoying to people. How sharp he says it. It's the cadence. It's how fast. It's letting the offense and line know, setting protections and everything like that. Everyone's getting paid like
He not
Josh. Everyone's getting paid like Mahomes. That's the thing no one's going to talk about. Jared Goff is getting paid like Mahomes, and that's Trevor Lawrence, who has done nothing, is getting paid like Mahomes. Justin Herbert, who has done absolutely nothing, is getting paid like Mahomes. But that's the storyline everyone knows. But Dak, he's better. I mean, he may not have the wins for behind it, but I mean, I don't count wins as a QB stat. I mean, because like for one, having a positive QB record means you're the one who's going deep every year because it makes sense. Because as soon as you lose, you're out, and it doesn't happen until you come back again until you can improve that record. And you have to go further. I feel like the teams, everyone hypes up these teams that we had that has no one to throw the ball to. Hand the ball off to.
I like he always find a way. He say, "Man, who was out here, bro?" I tell you, wow.
My back. But like what was I about to say? Oh, like compared to he does. I value what team players can do without, and what he's done. The improvement he's made. I have not seen anybody else make these improvements. You mentioned Matthew Stafford. He's always injured. And like I said, like he doesn't have success unless his team was stacked. When he had that team, he had Von Miller. When he had the Triple Crown and Cooper Kupp. When he had Odell. When he had Higsby, that team was stacked. They were on one, and it was for 1 year because like they couldn't pay everyone. And he haven't seen the same success since. I mean, what other quarterback y'all believe is even close to being at the top?
Of the conference?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got Stafford. I mean, Love had 1 year, but we got to see him a little more.
Well, I need to see Love a little bit more. I mean, that's a legit argument. A little bit more.
NFC South. Who's in that conference? I don't think anybody in that division. Kirk Cousins, but he's not.
Yeah, none. The Saints, the Panthers.
NFC
nobody's in. Yeah. NFC North is Caleb Williams.
Jared Goff is cool, but I don't know.
Jared Goff to me is. Nah, he ain't gonna ever get my respect. I'm sorry. He does his job. Like I'll give you that. He does his job. Like
subscribe to the channel, my man. CJ, he off the chain. You hear me? Hey, subscribe to the channel, JM Sports Factory. We're gonna be doing more Texas content. I got you.
Please subscribe. Hey, I don't want you ducking when something happens. Brock Purdy is not even close to being the best quarterback. I'm sorry. You don't get at the top for throwing tunnel screens and hitch routes and like your team it's around you. I'm sorry. Just because you win, we gotta put it in the context of your winning, bro. Your team is stacked. Your team is stacked. Like Hall of Fame stacked. We ain't mentioning the defense. I'm not even touching the defense. How stacked your team is. So he does his job. I'll give you that, but I need to see him when he gets this contract.
So who's okay? So okay, let's go with this, right? So CJ and Dak, right? So you say Dak's what, top 7, right?
Yeah.
Is CJ in your top 10?
Yeah.
Was he like 9, 10?
Yeah, around that.
Okay. Who's better than Dak? Who's 6-1?
Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson. This is 4, and then I'm blanking on.
You said Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson. Well, let's look at my conference.
I changed. It used to be like front and center, but I've changed that. I'm actually gonna move him up. He may be even like top 6.
Aaron Rodgers. You think Aaron Rodgers?
No, I'm not gonna throw Aaron Rodgers in there no more.
Right.
Injuries. I haven't seen it. I need to see it. I need to see it. I'm sorry. I need to see it.
And Herbert, you think and Dak better than
Herbert, no, Dak is better than Herbert. Like, I mean, I used to be on the Herbert train, but I'm tired of waiting. I really am. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting.
I think about. I mean, the thing with Herbert though, he got like it's not obviously. Okay, Herbert doesn't make the conference, the playoffs, but a big reason is because he in the division with the boogeyman of all
I
boogeymen.
mean, that's not a good excuse because okay, yes, the division crown is not, it's not going to be in there. You can still you can still get in the hunt, you can still get in the wild card, etc.
It'll be a first round bounce. I mean, that's not the thing is that's not a crazy statement though. Even if you think that's hateful, that's just like what it's been, how it's been, type of thing. So you
I
just
mean,
kind of
we
like,
got into the divisional. We just getting bounced in the divisional, but
yeah. He said Dak's the GOAT according to Luke. Yeah,
yeah, you being hyperbolic. I just said these top six. You just hate that I got this man high as I do because it's the consensus. He's that good. Y'all just don't want to get him. Yeah, let y'all talk about it. Y'all think he top 20 in the league. Y'all think Baker Mayfield better than MF. Like let's talk X's and O's. Let's be for real. Let's actually turn on the tape and actually like y'all just hate the man so much as y'all been fed that by them 3-letter and 4-letter networks. You can't tell me you talk to me about interceptions. Everybody throw interceptions. Dak had his lowest career year in interceptions. The only year that we started caring about interceptions when Dak was leading the league. That's the only time, and it was a outlier of a season. Every other year, it's been pretty consistent. Everyone's mad that he's the only quarterback that's the longest tenured. He's earned it. I don't know what to tell you. He's earned it. No other quarterback has earned the right. Not even Derek Carr.
Hey, Lewis, I'm gonna ask you. This will be the last question I'm gonna ask you, right? I'm gonna ask you this. We actually about to wrap this up. We're gonna make it a little shorter for today, guys. And if you want to see more of this, because we can do these for an hour and a half, we can do more of these. You gotta subscribe to the channel. We're gonna keep going off of demand. So if you were like, man, we love this, we're gonna like it, we're gonna subscribe, you like being a part of this community, and we're gonna do more. If you don't show us that, we're gonna do less. That's just how demand works. So if you like this, make sure it's up to the channel. Lewis, what does CJ Stroud have to do to be ahead of Dak next year? Like in the season, what does he have to do to be ahead of Dak to you?
Like Mike under the microscopic scope.
Yeah, like now this season comes in, you got more expectations, harder schedule. What does CJ Stroud have to do in the season for you to say, okay, I'll put him ahead of Dak?
I need $5K from him for sure.
5K, okay.
Like around that, like 48, okay. 48. I don't want to say low interceptions, but touchdown interception ratio, okay, 20 to 25 passing touchdowns. I think that's because I think 30 was crazy.
I love the chat
too. Around that. Okay, from a standpoint, what did he struggle? The key thing I need to see from him is to do it versus good defenses. Like the great defenses, when they take away your number one, when they take away your number two, when
number three, they gonna take number 3 too. Who got that?
I ain't gonna say number 3. They're gonna probably let the number 3, go off. But I need him to be able to function versus adversity, some legit adversity, and then also not sleepwalk versus the division. Like actually, man. Honestly, I'll take him just manhandling this division if he can.
So, you got to win a title, put him ahead of Dak. And look, if CJ wins, let's get high. Say CJ wins 13 games. Hard schedule. Texans win 13 games, win the division. They make it to the AFC Championship. They lose Kansas City. Would you say okay?
Yeah.
CJ does okay.
Yeah.
T has improved. They've improved a lot. Dak's the modern MJ. That man trolling you, but he's a Colts fan, so I don't know. That's interesting.
He's trolling hard. boy hated it. I'm over here talking about Dak like this. He's the modern day MJ. That's crazy. Like I'm over here saying he better than Mahomes or even Allen.
But Lewis, we about to wrap this up. And like I say, guys, if you want more loose takes, go subscribe to this channel. Big Dallas fan, got all the Dallas content. JM Sports Factory comes by to my channel. Houston Texas content coming soon. So Houston Texas Day, subscribe to the channel because we're gonna put some Texan live streams coming up. But Lewis, any final thoughts? Talked about the offense, talked about what your offense structure is like, talked about you get compared against your division, and where you see Dak getting into the top 10. So what is it? Do you have any final thoughts?
I saw earlier, what was it? Y'all believe we're not gonna be able to sign CD, Dak, and Micah? I'm telling you, it's literally impossible for Jerry to pass up on this money hungry opportunity to make money off these fools. He's gonna keep all three. So look, listen, hey, it's gonna be a good season. I'm excited for the season coming up. From like, it's a lot of, not even just with our teams, just like it's a lot of storylines around the league. Last year was hella boring. Like, I think they got it right with the what is it? The primetime games. It's gonna be a lot better this season. I'm actually mad. We want to talk about that. We want to talk about like how like they got these games spread out on these different apps. It's getting annoying, man.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that, bro. Like it's getting annoying. But yeah, I mean, football season's around the corner. NCAA come out next Friday. I guess life is good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that too, bro. We'll talk about that too.
Life is good right now. NCAA is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Shout out Josh for subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to both these channels to get more. We're gonna get more content.
Yeah, make sure I subscribe, man. I'm like less than 10 away from 500, trying to hit 500. So
yeah, get him to 500. Get him to 500, man. And move the Cowboys to Oakland. No, Oakland lost everybody. They're gonna practice in Oxnard, bro. For me, final thoughts. I'm very excited for the team. The offense looks really good. Just make sure the offensive line. We'll see how that works. See, offensive line is the only part I'm like, the interior part. Hopefully that gels well. CJ, another year of Bobby Slug. I think that's a good way to go against that slump stuff. Another year with OC. You got some more improved weapons. Hopefully the run game looks better. So hey, it's a lot of expectations. I think this is the team to do it. CJ, show me you got the plot. Because my other quarterbacks, they had no plot. They things went downhill, but you look like
even the boy to shine, man. Oh God,
he did that to himself. But hey, for more content like this, guys, make sure to subscribe. Everyone here, we're so thankful and grateful for you coming in, chatting with us. Definitely, this is something we're doing that's new, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So, like I said, depending on the demand of it, the likes, the views, we'll do more of it, and we'll do it. And if y'all really loving it, and y'all just like chat and everything, we might do this 2 times a week. You never know.
You never know. You never know. Hey,
you might be out here a lot. So,
outros. I'll come over and troll some 49er, Seattle fans. I'm just playing.
So it's all about demand. So if you're loving it, make sure to like it, share it, and do what you got to do. But hey, it was a pleasure talking with you, Lou. Go Texans. Houston Texans Day. Go Texans. How about the Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
All right, and Josh, we're gonna face you week 1, my man. So we'll see how that go. But hey, we gonna catch you guys on the next one. We out of here.